So then this lady decides to call me out of my name. Previously on, he's still not moving. I don't need this type of scare. Yeah, 3 seats in between them. No, 2. I'm sorry.
Hey crew, welcome back to my channel for another flight attendant vlog. For those of you who are new, my name is Bridget. I'm a New York City based flight attendant for a major US carrier, and we are working again. So it is around 4:30 and today is the start of a 2-day trip. This trip starts a little bit different. It starts with the deadhead, but I'm deviating and flying from DC straight to Minneapolis, where our trip officially starts, and then we do Minneapolis to Denver. So see you probably once I get to the airport. Hey crew, so I have made it to BWI airport. I'm out of breath from that walk, but like I said earlier, we are going from BWI to Minneapolis as a passenger, and then from Minneapolis to Denver, I'm working the flight. So I will probably speak to you guys again once I get to Minneapolis. I have not met the crew, so I'll meet them when I get there. So talk to you later. Hey crew, so I have made it to Minneapolis. My flight doesn't leave for another 2 hours, but obviously we have to report an hour before, so I have an hour to spare. So yeah, hopefully the gate agent shows up a little early so I can go down and get on the plane. But other than that, nothing to report. I was hoping that I was going to sleep on the flight over here because I did not sleep at all last night. But I didn't sleep because the guy next to me was coughing nonstop. So it's only one leg today, one and done. Hopefully I'll be able to go to sleep a little bit early today once we get to Denver, because we do have a long layover. So yeah, I'll probably talk to you guys again once I get on the plane and figure out what's going on. Okay crew, so I am on the plane. Like I said, we're going to Denver. We are flying a 737-900 aircraft. And that's about it. So I'll probably see you guys once we get to Denver and I'm in my hotel room and everything. Hey crew, so I have made it to the hotel in Denver. It is really cute. I've actually never stayed here before. So let me show you the room really quickly before we have a crew debriefing, and I'll let you know how the day was and everything. I am so exhausted, you guys. Let me sit down and talk to you so I'm not walking in circles. It is 11:13. I don't even know what time zone this is. Denver time zone. And fun fact, the last time that I think I was in Denver was when, I think it was my first vlog ever, when I thought I broke my finger. I will link it right here for you to watch. But let me tell you how today was. As I said, my trip started off with a deadhead. And deadhead, for those of you who are new, is basically when you fly as a passenger, so you occupy a passenger seat, but you're still considered working crew even though you're not working that flight. And I met the crew in Minneapolis to work Minneapolis to Denver. Now, once we got up into the air, I got a notification that my rotation, that I received a reroute, and it wasn't a good reroute, you guys. It was basically working back to New York today, have a short layover, and then work 4 legs tomorrow. No, sorry, work 3 legs tomorrow and meet up with my crew for the last 2 legs. So I wasn't too happy about that, and the reroutes are assigned by different rules, and based off of the rules, I wasn't supposed to be the one to be assigned first. there was someone else on my crew who should have been assigned first. So I messaged like our scheduling people and they were able to switch it around, which ended up working in the other lady's favor because she lives in New York and that means she can go home for the night. This is like a rare instance where a reroute actually worked in someone's favor. Typically it doesn't. The flight wasn't long. It was like an hour and 30 minutes. The passengers were fine, nothing to complain about. If I can remember anything else, I will come back and definitely speak to you guys about it. But I think I'm going to relax for a little bit and then we'll hit the streets of Denver. So I'll talk to you later. Okay, you guys, like I said, I will come back and speak to you guys if I remembered something. So I guess Denver is like my bad luck destination because, like I said, my first vlog ever was here when I thought I broke my finger. Well, today I almost broke my elbow trying to lift my bag. I'm sorry, place my bag on the jump seat. But other than that, nothing else has changed. I am going to go lay down for real this time for a little bit. I just finished recording the Ghana boarding story time. If it's already up, I will link it in this video, but if it is not, stay tuned to that coming out sometime soon. But yeah, I will see you in the next clip. Hey crew, so please ignore the sleepy face. I did just wake up, but we are on our way out to explore and go and get something to eat. So let's go. Hey crew, so I have made it back from my downtown Denver adventure. As I'm pretty sure you've seen in the last few clips, I went and got something to eat. I went and did a little bit of shopping, but I wanted to tell you guys how the food was because I went to a place called 5280 Burger Bar. I've been there before with a flight attendant on one of my previous rotations, and I remembered how good the burger was that first time, so I was like, oh, we're close by, why not give them another try? But this time it wasn't that good. I had cheeseburger egg rolls and I had a bacon burger, but the bread was soggy, like if the liquid from the burger itself was just oozing out of the burger. So that's that. It is 5:33 Denver time, and I think it's, so that's 7:33 East Coast time. And we have a very early report time tomorrow. We have 3 legs. We do Denver to Atlanta, Atlanta to Detroit, Detroit to LaGuardia, and then we're done. The only thing is that my commuting flight home, which is the last flight of the night, leaves out of JFK. So I have to take a car from LaGuardia to JFK. But I'll most likely speak to you guys in the morning when I'm getting ready. So see you in the next clip. Good morning crew. We are on the plane. Today we're flying on an Airbus 321 and we are heading to Atlanta. So I will see you again once we get to Atlanta. Right now, we're 2 legs in. I didn't get to speak to you guys before we started boarding, but we were a little delayed in Atlanta because we were waiting for our pilots. But this flight was a hot mess express. I'll tell you guys about it probably when I get home. And stay away from the doors. We have 1 more leg from Detroit to LaGuardia and then we are done. So I'll talk to you probably once I get on the plane. Hey crew, so we are finally on the plane.
And the trend of today is that every single plane I've been on is extremely hot. Like, it feels like a sauna on here. I'm ready to be done. We have one more leg. I am wearing some new shoes and they are so painful to break in. I've never experienced this type of pain, and it's not even like I didn't prepare. I have a gel insole on it. I have the heel cushion. It's just not a fun process. So I will probably speak to you guys again once I get to LaGuardia and I'm waiting for my transportation to JFK. Good morning, crew. It is the next day after our 2-day trip, and as always, I had to come back and let you guys know how the trip was, how the day was, and close out our vlog. So yesterday, as I said in day 1 of the 2-day trip, we had 3 legs yesterday. We did Denver to Atlanta, Atlanta to Detroit, Detroit to LaGuardia, Detroit to Atlanta. Detroit to LaGuardia. We're boarding the plane and I'm in the aisle because that's my position. So this lady comes on the plane and she is walking back, and as each passenger walks back, I say, you know, what row are you in? And she's like, I don't know. And I was like, well, that's something we have to figure out because you have to have a seat. She's like, okay, well, let me pull up my boarding pass. And I said, okay, no problem. So she pulls up her boarding pass, and as she's pulling it up, she's like, I think I'm in 28 or 21. And I said, okay, well, what letter? She's like, hold on, let me look. So she looks, and we are closer to like 30, row 30. And she's like, oh, I'm 21B. And I'm like, okay, well, you've passed that. And she's still trying to walk farther back into the plane. I was like, no, you've passed row 21. You have to go back up that direction. As she's walking back up, she's like stumbling, which, you know, catches my eye because I'm trying to figure out, is everything okay? So we continue on with the boarding process, and then I see like a buildup of passengers and no one is coming down. So I walk towards that row and I'm like, is everything okay? The lady who was in the aisle was like, this is my seat, and she points to the window, and the lady who didn't know where her seat was sitting in her seat. So I was like, ma'am, you're 21B, you're the middle seat. 21A is her seat. And she's like, okay. And she's still sitting there. And I'm like, so that means you have to get up. And she's like, okay. She's still not budging. I was like, ma'am, you have to remove all your stuff and get up so she can get into her seat. And then you can sit in your middle seat because you are 21B, which is the middle. And she's like, okay, still not moving. I was like, so that means you have to get up now. There's a line of people waiting to get to their seat. And she's like, I'm moving. And I'm like, no, you're not. She's still sitting there. I said, I need you to take your seatbelt off and collect your things for me, please. So at this point, with me repeating the same thing over and over to her, the people that are behind this young lady who's sitting in the window seat waiting for her seat are starting to get upset. And they're screaming like, you need to hurry up and get up. You need to hurry up and get up. And I'm like, please, I'll handle it, because I don't want the situation to escalate. So then this lady decides to call me out of my name. I'm not going to say what she called me because it's irrelevant and it's not who I am. So she finally moves from the window seat to the middle seat, moves her bags over, and still hasn't gotten up. And I was like, no, ma'am, you have to come out of the row completely because she can't climb over you to get to her seat. She's like, I don't understand what the problem is. So after repeating it multiple times, she finally comes out of the row, and then she puts her bag up, and the lady who was sitting in the aisle seat was like, wow, the line has really, built up, talking about the passengers who are standing in the aisle waiting to get to their row. So now this lady's like, there's no need for you to be rude talking to this lady. And the lady was like, I wasn't speaking to you. And she's trying to start an argument. I was like, we're not going to do this. You're going to sit right back in your middle seat and we'll continue on with boarding. Yeah, it was interesting. And then the rest of the flight was fine. And then we got to LaGuardia. I went to JFK. I came home, and now we're here. Today's my only day off. And then I start on-call days tomorrow, a set of 3 days. And that is about it. So if you've made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching this week's vlog. I want you to comment down below if you've ever experienced a passenger holding up the boarding process while trying to board a flight. Thank you so much for watching this video. And I also want to thank you guys for getting me to 900 subscribers. This is
mind-blowing to me, but I thank you so much. I thank you for your support. I thank you for your comments, your likes, everything. And I also wanted to say thank you to Ethan. He is one of the crew members and he sent me a letter in my PO box. I want to tell him congratulations on his CJO, and he is joining the Friendly Skies family. So thank you again, Ethan, and congratulations. All right, you guys, as always, stay safe and see you soon.